Hey, what up? I don't think my notifications are going out because I already went live twice today. Um, that's why I used the other two. Um, before. Um, I guess my notifications ain't gonna go out for Wolverine transparency. That sucks. I didn't get none of my. Yeah, there's nothing going on. Mm, no notifications at all. Wow. Almost. I should probably wait for the tomorrow. Yep. Didn't even go off. It's kind of weird, guys. I mean, I heard it was two. Um, I heard it was only two, but I don't know. Maybe some people will start coming in. I don't know. Um, but I should have a lot more people in here than that. God, I should have remembered. I do have confirmed. I did confirm, and I do have a copy of these charges. We went looking for it, and what sucks about this, I want more people to see this. Um, and not doing so well because of the notifications are not going on properly. Shit. Let's see. Shh. Yeah, this is just crazy right here. I should have a lot more people in here than this. Hmm. Well, um, maybe I'll wait for tomorrow. Um, hmm. This is crazy. I hate YouTube. YouTube sucks, dude. They yeah, they only I think I read somewhere where they only put out two notifications a day on your account. And because usually my normal people would be up in here and it'd be flooded already. So um the yep, I'd have a lot of, let's see. Yeah, this is, oh, but I didn't want that. Um, yeah. Yeah, this is not going the way I want it to, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to broad span this. But how do I get rid of it? Damn it. Yeah, I might have to do that again. I probably should just wait for tomorrow. You know what? I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow because I don't want to do this again tomorrow. I'll just, the people that are in here now. I appreciate you coming, but my audience should be a lot better than this for this purpose, and I don't want to redo it tomorrow. So I'll just wait for tomorrow. But I appreciate y'all coming in. Thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting. Tomorrow and maybe the afternoon I'll go live, and we'll pick up where we left off here. But I hope everybody's doing okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and end this because I know I can get a lot more people in there than this. And it's not that I don't appreciate that. It's just that we're, as a community, we need to be aware of the information and how sensitive it is. What's up, Angry Midwestern Audits? Good to see you, bud. Appreciate you being here for sure. I don't know. People might come in once they see it. Maybe if I wait a few, people will find it because they're looking. So there is a what we've seen today is a lot of a tyrannical action happened when our fellow journalists got arrested today. When Great Lakes got arrested, it's not good at all. See something. I do have some pertinent information in this. It's not just word of mouth. It's just facts. Let's see. What's up, Westside? How you doing, bud? I was waiting for more people to come in, but my notifications are not going out for Wolverine Transparency. I got 4 devices here, and none of them went off. So I know that only the smaller channel that I have, Downriver Transparency and Wolverine Cop Watch, that really ain't nothing. This deserves a little more attention because of the severity of the tyranny. And I just think we need to give it a little bit more respect. And I think my average audience would be a little bigger than this. At least 40, 50 people in here. I appreciate people being here. I don't know. Maybe people will start by word of mouth. Maybe they'll start coming in, and it'll make a difference. I don't know. Oh, did you? Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Get some people in if you can. Our usual, at least 40, 50 people that we usually have. Yeah, my notifications are not going out. I forgot all about that. I should have remembered that. God, that's simple rules of YouTube. They don't. You do 2 lives a day, and that's it. So, yeah, on the Wolverine channel, I don't have nobody on the Wolverine channel. I don't think. Maybe 2 people. Out of these 7 people, only got 2 people on here. So, yeah, will you do that? I'd appreciate it, because that's where half of my stuff comes from anyway. We all share the same audiences, a lot of the same audiences. If you guys know anywhere, like if anybody has a link to Accountability for All, and drop a pin. Let me ask him how long they're going to go on. All they're doing. Money being the way it is, it's kind of an unfortunate thing to happen just out of nowhere. But just like, they're doing their drama shit. Break this down for me tonight. Maybe I'm just not understanding. Yeah, sure, man. So you guys like to do everything perfect, everything by the formula, by the books, right? By the books. Yeah. Jeez. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to disturb nobody else's shit, but D's shut down. All right, or D's Chad if he's still. Damn. Who's live right now besides AFE? They're doing their let's see. Yeah, I probably should just wait till tomorrow. Yeah, I probably just should because the severity of this deserves a lot more of our respect and Chile. Chile's live right now. Let me see. I wonder if you even mentioned anything about Great Lakes today. So, but, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, Chile. I don't see him. Delete laws.
Showing results for Philly laws.
Gotta love talk text. The hell? It looks a little weird. Oh, what's he doing? This is a replay. The hell? I don't know what the hell this stuff is, guys. Whatever. Anyway, oh, that's a masshole thing. My fault. There's Chili. Okay. What the hell's wrong with me?
This next week, I'll be covering James Sheet's story. Oh, now
a boring sandwich. You got a wrench over there?
And I'm only telling you this because this call's already been recorded. I'm already going to be releasing the audio tomorrow.
I'm gonna just ask him.
You're gonna get to hear about James Sheet.
Hey, Chili. Hold up, guys.
Get your hands off of me. Oh, mom. Get your hands off of me. You are fucking up, Peters. Darnell, you are messing up. Get your torture cuffs off of me.
Yeah, I'm waiting. My alerts is not going off there, Michael Russell. I'm sorry.
Get your torture cuffs off of me. No.
I was just gonna ask Chili if he's gonna cover this. Well, then he just brought it up when I did. So,
So I would like everybody to subscribe to Great. No, you don't have one in cuffs, you piece of shit, Peters. You have man in torture cuffs. You have a man in torture cuffs. That's disgusting.
You went code 3 for this?
yeah.
Fucking buffoon.
So we do got some information.
You went code 3? You called the air for that? Let me take my shoes off for you, too. Yeah, a little bit. Hold it.
I love that part right there.
I'll grab him. Let me put him on then.
There he is.
Put him on. All right, give me a second here. Oh.
There he is right there. This man is named Aaron Collins. He was arrested for no reason. They arrested him simply for doing his job.
Yeah, thanks, Born Sandwich. Appreciate it.
This man's named Aaron Collins.
Appreciate you
and
very
I will
much, bro.
be Filing a petition
'Cause I don't wanna
with
do
the
this
habeas
live in vain.
corpus to have him taken out of
What's
jail.
up, Shakar?
He is in the. I think I put him
Appreciate
on
you
my
guys being here.
Let me just
I know that I would have a hell of a lot more.
content. There's some things you guys can't see. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm just being honest about it. 1 second, guys. I'll come back to me. How you guys doing? Give me 1 second here. Let me just go ahead and fix something real quick because there's some things I can't show you guys, just because there's a reason. All right, I promise you. So this gentleman is in. So here's where he is. This gentleman, Aaron Collins, in Toledo, Ohio. He's in Lucas County Jail. That's where Aaron Collins is.
I should just probably wait
that's
till
nice
tomorrow. And there's his mom right now. Hold up, guys. Hello. Hey. Okay, go ahead, man. I'm doing a live because I found your charges. Go ahead. You got anything you want to say that to the people that are listening? Huh? All right, you haven't been Mirandized?
When I demanded a sergeant, every time he would cue his mic up, Peters, every time he cue his mic, I would scream, "Sergeant, get a supervisor." Like every time he cue his mic, he got pissed.
Wow.
So then I heard him call for 505, which is the supervisor, T. Coates. Write these names down. T. Coates.
All right, I'm on a live right now. Go ahead, just keep going.
All right, say it out loud. Say it out loud. T. Coates.
Key Coates.
J. Barrett, BERNDT.
Okay.
Darnell Peters.
Okay.
And the Sergeant Coates is who told me I was under arrest.
Gotcha.
Peters never did. And then I got Coach to admit what I was doing. Well, with his body camera rolling, Coach to admit what I was doing wasn't illegal.
Gotcha.
I said, you're allowed to record public officials in the course of duties, right? Yes, that's what I'm doing. Wasn't illegal, right? That's right. And then his face like, oh fuck, and he just shut the door and never came back.
Yeah. So I got your charges up here right now, and we're all listening to you. Is there anything you want to say to the community?
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate the love. This isn't over. I was hoping not to get arrested on a Friday and sit here all weekend, but it is what it is because the feds are butthurt. The feds have my phone.
I want to know one thing.
Employee being involved.
All these charges, are they today or was these pocket warrants?
Today. All these were submitted today.
All right, they were submitted today? All right, thank you. That clears up a lot.
We don't know. The two of them might be pocket warrants. We don't know for sure.
Okay.
Well, I'll give you case numbers real quick. All right, hold on. Let me get it out.
Go ahead.
Case number CRB-22-03852-0102.
Okay.
And then -0202.
All right. So I'm looking at 6 charges, though.
Intimidation of a victim or witness.
Yeah, I'm looking at 6 charges. I'm looking at disorderly conduct, unreasonable noise, offensive utterance of gesture, display, obstruction of business, humor, or impede public official, failure to disclose personal information, resisting arrest, aggravating menacing, cause to believe serious physical harm, intimidation of a victim, of witness, knowledgeably intimidate or hinder in filing or prosecute of charges. That's the 6th one.
She kept talking about the guy that she's been harassing. She kept talking about him. I said, he has nothing to do with this. This is me and you.
Hey, Josh is on the phone. Josh is on the phone.
All right.
Hey, buddy, I only got a second. But your warrant was done today, buddy. So we looked at the dates and times of the warrant. So what this guy did is he got you for the aggravated menacing and the intimidation of a witness. They had a judge sign out a warrant because those charges aren't under the jurisdiction of a district court. It's a superior state court charge. So while he was driving around, he had you charged with that. So that way, when he actually arrested you, the warrant would prevent you from getting bail.
Exactly.
He's not Mirandized yet.
Well, Mirandized has nothing to do with it. They don't have to read him his rights until they question him.
Oh, they've questioned me. They've questioned me a bunch.
Okay.
No, not officially by detectives or anything, but the officer himself has.
Well, you said you don't answer questions several times, so
Yeah. Oh, I said the one time we asked about my ID, and they asked me some more questions.
Delete laws. I'm actually in the middle of something right now that I friggin' can't step away from. Delete laws is on his way down there. He'll be there Monday morning. So if you get bailed out and it's accessible, we think it's going to be quite expensive.
You have 1 minute
He
remaining.
can
Okay.
have the money and get you all the money you need.
Oh, fantastic.
All right.
Yep. Fantastic. I appreciate it, Josh. Tell everyone I said thank you. Wolvie, tell everyone I said thank you.
Yeah. All right, brother.
I'll call tomorrow. I'll call right back, Mike. I can call back.
All right, and then you guys can call me back. We'll conference call.
Okay, cool.
All right. I'll call right back.
All right.
All right, bye.
Sounds good to me. We'll call right back.
You guys, he's in from Great Lake Audits. He's in jail.
Well, see how timing is? See how this rolls, guys? I mean, when we come together, we get it done.
Make sure
You know what I'm
that
saying?
You guys are aware of what that is, of what's
So, I mean, the timing was awesome. And, we're all putting a little bit in here and there. We're doing our thing. It's important. Like I said, this is why I wanted to all my notification. You can only go live twice on YouTube, and this is what happens. All right. I didn't get none of my notifications sent out, and so I had all this stuff ready and available, and then he calls, so she's gonna call right back. That's awesome that they're gonna do that. Let me see here. Hold up one second. The whole time. There was a couple pocket warrants when I first talked to you. I knew they were pocket warrants.
Yep.
Because of just the stack, and it just happens to be on a Friday. We've seen this before in the past with other journalists that we know, and thousands of people have seen this behavior, and that's why I went to him. I don't know if you watched my video or not, but that's why I went to him in the manner that I did.
I did.
And
This is Adam. Aaron's going to be calling back in a minute, so I'll merge the calls.
The first video, the first encounter with the first cop.
Do you have GLA's live that shows the encounter with the first cop? Because we can't seem to find that. All we can see is where the cop's telling them bye.
Have a good day.
Are you talking about in the beginning?
Yeah.
I didn't watch. I think that's the whole video, ain't it? Don't he? I didn't go all the way back. I only got the portion where he was walking away from that, and then when he walks up to the van, and I did go over some of that where that lady was recording him
Right.
from her van, and then she called 911, and then I guess she moved up the street, he moved back or walked somewhere else. I don't know what happened, but
Mike, how much? Hang on, Mike. How much time was there between the first cop and the second cop? Yeah, Mike's saying that there was like 10 minutes in between.
Right.
The first cop saying bye, have a good day, and
Yeah.
then the second cop. But he's wanting the stuff before that to see what was going on.
see, and what
The intimidation charge is coming from. There's a guy in the neighborhood who is pressing charges against the postal carrier, and because Aaron was talking to him, and then he talked to her, that's why they're calling it intimidation.
I know what they're doing. It's a dope fiend move. We ain't worried about that. I already knew. We did a live on that maybe 3 weeks ago, where that couple come up and told their story that he's talking about. What draw his that's what's been drawing his attention. Okay, Great Lakes Audits. What's been drawing his attention was that couple on that street. So, because I believe they reached out to him because they knew what he was doing, and they started recording him, and he started to tell them, you need to record and document everything from this point on, because everything they've done to you, and they got her to actually plead guilty to something that she's not guilty of. And so they're now they're grasping for straws, because now he's also suing that sergeant. Okay, he's got a case in on that sergeant right now that assaulted him when he grabbed his privates and squeezed real hard when they did a Terry frisk on him.
Yeah. I guess they injured his shoulder and his thumb, so he had the fire department come down and document it. Then they documented it at the jail.
Okay.
He literally just got his insulin like at 10:30.
Oh shit! Damn. Well, thank God you took it down there.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so sorry this has happened to your son. I mean, this is why we do what we do. You know, when Great Lakes Audits and I talk, we talk about how our families feel, and the struggles within our loved ones not wanting us to do what we're doing because of this very thing right now, and it puts our life in jeopardy. And I say this is why I went down here and put my life in jeopardy today, because he did it for us. And this, if anybody understands, it's other journalists. Okay.
Right.
Now, Chili's talking about going out right down here in the next couple of days and doing Chili's called Delete Laws. Okay. He just posted up, and he's talking about going down there and doing a habeas corpus and getting them released forthwith. So,
yeah, Josh was saying that he was going to be down Monday.
Well, he's on a live right now. If you go to Delete Laws and rewind it, you'll hear him say that. What he's actually doing. He's talking about going. I thought it was sooner than later, but it might be Monday because it's business hours. So he's stuck.
Well, I know Josh just said when he called in for that minute or two that he was going to be there Monday and he'd take care of the bail or whatever.
Yeah, Delete Laws will take care of that. He'll get it up. But we will once we know that he's bondable, we will start putting out his PayPal that you have, that specific one for you that Josh made for you.
Right.
We'll put that one in, and I hardly ever do that, but I will put that in my chat because I know it's real. I was down there. I put eyes on it. So, and I don't know if you're on my page right now, but there's a copy of all his charges. If you go to my page, we're live right now. You'll see all the charges and his booking information.
And which page is yours? I have learned.
Wolverine Transparency.
Okay, yeah, yep. Yeah, that's what I thought. I keep trying to remember. Adam is Wolvie. Adam is Wolvie. I think I'm gonna add that to your name in my phone.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, man, I wanted to hurry up and get the hell out of there because I knew they were pissed off at me after I made them look really silly, after he tried to, violate my First Amendment by telling me you can't have that in there. So that was a discriminatory factor, and that's why the Bain Act, like you and I, what we were talking about earlier, that right there was created from that very first amendment that covered prior restraint, and they just articulated it and made it and actually put the Bain, I guess that's Bain, maybe it's the person who sued in the name of prior restraint. So now they have precedence on it out there in the 11th Circuit, but it's still prior. It's prior restraint that they went off of that he won that case on. And so, guys, right now we're just waiting for our buddy Great Lakes to call back. And as we are, we will generously be cordial. And my chat is open. Everybody say hi to Great Lakes' mother. She's on the phone with us. Say hi to the chat. These are our loyal people. I know my like I said, my notifications didn't go off. So because I went live twice today, and they're not. This is just people that are coming in right now that are just looking around, and it's word by mouth because it's not going to give any more alerts for today. I was thinking about doing it tomorrow, but I just while I was live, I said maybe we can get somebody's the end of somebody's live and actually get him to post it if they're done with their lives. So welcome into the chat there, Shakar. NC Tyrant Hunter, what's up, brother? Heather, welcome into the chat. West Side, everyone's appreciate you being here. Great Lakes is going to be calling back here shortly, and we'll be talking to him about these charges. He actually put some here. Let me just go ahead and put this all the way up here. He actually put some numbers to him. And Bob, if you want to come on up, I believe that you had some more information on that. We might as well go ahead and do what we plan to do since we got people coming in now. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and post my link there, Bob. And you can come on up and we'll do what our things. Pick one of them because the other one didn't do a bit of good for my notification there. If you guys, by word of mouth, go ahead and see if we can get more people to come in, because the more attention we have on this, because all this shit you're looking at on my page right here, it's all bullshit. Every bit of it. We all seen it live. I went down there, and this is why I acted in the manner that I did when I went down there, guys. While we're waiting on him, I'll play a portion of that video that when I went live down here today, and I'll show you the way they acted, and you could tell how tyrannical they were because they were trying to tell me that I couldn't record in a public building, and he said, you got to get out of here with that. So as soon as he said that dumbass shit, I'm like, oh, really? Okay. All right, hold up, guys. I'm on another page, so the people coming up, just stand by, and I will let you up. So stand by, guys. Let me find what I'm looking for here, and we will do this. Okay, it's taking time to load because all these people that's going to come in, it's going to slow my stuff down. So just wait a second. I will be with you shortly. I want to get the part where we walk in, and all right, I'll share this page real quick. All right, And Bob, come on up. Hold up a second, guys. Just stand by. You guys in the basement, I see you. Just stand by a second. I'm going to play this real quick. And then I'll get right back to you. I got to share this. Bam. Boom. Boom. All right. This can go to here. Right there. And he should be calling back here any second, guys. So while we're watching this,
I'm wondering if maybe they cut the phones off at 11.
they might. We'll find out here in a minute.
How you doing, sir? Yes, sir. I'm here trying to figure out what and who I could speak to about a fellow journalist that was arrested.
Yep. You gotta go outside.
Did you hear that? You got to go outside with that. See, right there, that lawful order that he just gave was unlawful because it's prior restraint. And I'm like, oh, now you just gave me more authority because I'm inside a public lobby, okay? And not only are we in a public lobby, this is bought and paid for by the public, and it's accessible to me because the door opened and I was walked in. So as soon as he told me you got to get out of here with that, he committed the prior restraint against the press, and he's not allowed to do that. So the automatic protest automatically went to redress. Now you have the power of redress, and you can't stop it. And watch how I do it.
Well, you said with that. What do you mean by that? You articulate what you mean. I'm asking you a question. Do me a favor and answer the question. Because if you just said that, that's what you just did is commit prior restraint, sir. You said, no, your intent was clear, and I could stay right here because of what you said. No, that man walked out and I walked in. What's that have to do with anything? I'm not a police officer. Nobody's a police officer. Because the way he's trying to do me, this is called prior restraint. I watched all this stuff. I've been watching all, and I'm a handicap and I'm a millionaire. Come on and mess with me like you did him.
Nobody's messing
Like that bullshit.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm talking to you on the phone.
Okay.
I'm sorry to stop. It's the supervisor for Central Afternoons.
Okay.
I've already advised you that you need to go down to the government center and talk with internal affairs.
You didn't talk to me. You didn't. That's not me.
Okay. Well, fantastic. The long and short is, I have already advised some of your fellow journalists that they need to go to internal affairs to file a complaint. That's the long and short of it.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. But when he said with that, he committed prior restraint live. All right. That you can't do. I'm the press. I'm Wolverine Transparency Group. You understand that? I'm the press. Don't treat me that way, sir. I have a First Amendment right to stand right where I'm at right now, and you can't do a damn thing about it. And I'll bet your paycheck I'll win this one. No, you guys do arrogance all the time. I'm a millionaire. Arrest me illegally. Go ahead. Because I can't believe the behavior you guys display. You work for me, I don't work for you. I'm nice. I'm a good person. I don't treat nobody disrespectful until that. When I heard him say that, you automatically got my attention. I've already seen this tyrannical behavior, pocket warrants. What's going on with this? You guys literally are doing pocket warrants. Now, you're telling me to go over to, say it again,
Government center, right here.
right across the street?
Right across the street.
And who am I supposed to speak with?
Internal affairs.
All right, man. Have a good day. Don't be so tyrannical, man. Don't come out and give unlawful orders. I can do anything I want. Yeah, I can. You know why? Because it's not against the law. My speech is not against the law. I'm not cussing you out. Oh, menacing. Come on. I'll bet you. You know what? I'm gonna leave you alone because I can see you're a tyrant. You're a tyrant. See you, tyrant. Have a good day, tyrant. With that right there. See that uniform? That's a clown uniform. Clown uniform. You guys are clowns.
All right, enough of that.
Fuck with me.
Yeah, so we're going to leave that be. I got some guests up here. What's going on, guys?
What's up, fellas? Nice to see everybody getting together for Great Lakes here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just on the
I
phone
have
with him
no problem
yesterday. He
with
was
that.
helping me. He was just helping me yesterday night. He was
Brother,
there with his wife and he was talking
your
to me.
volume's really down, Shakar.
Uh-oh.
Turn your volume up, brother.
That's weird. Let me see. I mean,
Let me see if I
give
can
me
go into
1
your
second.
thing and turn you up. Hold up a second. Let's see. Mic
It could be
settings.
because I got my
I'm gonna turn your mic up, man.
Okay.
All right.
I was talking to him
Talk to me.
yesterday, and
Yeah,
he
you're
told me he had a
really
lot
down
going
here.
on.
People can barely hear you. Why don't you do me a favor? Once you come on out, go ahead and get out and come back in.
I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch my headphones because I got Bluetooth headphones, so the mic is probably
Okay, go
covered.
ahead. Go ahead.
While we're waiting on that, I'll fill you in on what kind of day we spent everything the whole day on this stuff, man.
Okay.
That officer that I think you approached there, Wolvesy, when you were videoing the two officers at the door,
Yeah.
I believe the spelling of that is SCVSKI, and I don't know how to pronounce it, but that dickhead had just hung up on me right before you got there.
Oh, so he thought I was you.
I'm thinking so, yeah, because I burned them up all day. I actually filed an assault charge on the officer.
Okay. All right. Well, the funny thing you say that, so does Great Lakes Audits. Great Lakes Audits as well has filed charges against the sergeant, but it wasn't him. It's that other one that grabbed him by his private and squeezed his right tentacle to where it still hurts him to this day.
Yeah, and he slammed him into the car too. That's what I reported. Is when he approached him, he grabbed him up too hard and he slammed him into the car. So,
Oh, are you talking about today's arrest?
oh yes, I am. I'm sorry.
All right, that's okay. I'm just trying to be transparent so everybody understand what's going on.
Yeah, that might have been me. It's been a stressful day.
Hold up, guys. I gotta mute for a second.
I'm back.
That's better. We can hear you now.
Just want to make sure you're still there. Okay, Shakar, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I talked to Great Lakes. Well, he called me yesterday because my body cam request was put in, and he was trying to help me get it in the right way or see if whatever he could do to help. And he had an issue with one of his friends passing. So this is just horrible to see. And if there's anything I can do, I'm willing to do it. So I'm glad everybody's here, and trying to help. But I hate. We got to get it. We got to do a better job at we can't make the cops not arrest this, but we the help that you sent me. And they told me to take my time, and go about it a certain way. But we need to do it where they're going to really not be inclined to do this BS. Because I hate seeing I'm tired. I'm trying to. We got to have a firm support system, whether it's bail bondsmen, lawyers, fundraisers, all that crap. Because I'm actually looking because this is just happening to auditors and YouTubers that's doing activity. Mainly that's what's going on, and they got to get a stop to this. So I don't know if maybe one area we can firm it up real good, so it's not really happening there, and then move on to another one. But for real, this I'm tired of it. I had it up to here,
I hear
to be
you,
honest.
I hear you.
Well, I mean, if we can't all afford lawyers for every incident and all, but what we can do is pick up the phone and practice our grievance, First Amendment. And, we don't have to accept it and allow it without voicing our, we can express our opinion on these things. That's what the First Amendment's about.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
they don't like it much, but
Great Lakes did tell me that in the future that he did want us to do some lives maybe once a week, and teach people how to be persistent in the persistence of finding information in your local towns and cities and townships. Okay. And to give you an example, just today, me and Bob, say hi to Bob, everybody. He's on panel here.
Hi, Bob.
Hey guys.
This is my other go-to guy that I would come to for all my information that I didn't know. Because like I said, me and Great Lakes, we talk almost every day, and there's just let me see if I can get rid of some of this stuff here. Stand by. So we got, let's see, revised code. So, hey Bob, now these pages, this is starting with the first charge here?
No, they're not in order. Like the first one is probably I opened them all up. So they're the 6 charges.
Legislation: no person with public place shall be disclosed. A person's name, address, date, birth, and enforcement officer who reasonably suspects either the following: the person committing a. Here, let me just go ahead. These are the charges. We're gonna go ahead and just go over the charges real quick because I had this all lined up, but like I said, guys, my let me see this. Where is this? Which one is this one? Hold up. No, I don't want that one. Let's get rid of that one right there. Okay, this one right here. Okay, cool. So we'll get this right here. This is a script for I don't know what the charge is though. Can you see that, Bob?
Yeah, so at the top, failure to disclose personal information. That was one of his charges.
Okay. Failure to
identify.
Okay, there it is. Section 29.1 or 21.29, failure to disclose personal information. No person who is in a public place shall refuse or disclose the person's name, address, date of birth when requested by a law enforcement officer who reasonably suspects either the following: the person is committing, has committed, or is about to commit an offense. The person to witness the following: an offense of violence that would constitute a felony under the laws in this state. An offense that would.
Did you say witness?
Yeah. If
So
you
if you're a witness,
they can make you testify. They can
Wouldn't
make
it?
you,
They can ID you. If you're a witness to a crime, they can make
Well,
you ID.
I
Is
actually
this
read that the laws on in Ohio on this thing. They actually have a duty to report as a civilian if you witness a crime.
oh wow. Yeah, I
Yeah,
gotta
so that's
move to a
probably
different
why they
state.
added that in that one.
Wow.
But here's the thing, guys. All that's irrelevant after you got past reasonable articulable suspicion. There was none. The only thing that happened was Great Lakes practiced his Fifth Amendment, and Officer Tyrant Darnell Peters didn't like it.
yeah.
That's what happened.
We understand that, but you know what we're doing right now is respecting other people's the ignorance of people in the public. So when you do this, we like to go down the list so we can educate other people on what's going on, so that they don't have to go through this and they'll know it. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now, Aaron knows this by heart, flat out, point blank.
Yeah.
All right.
But it seemed like he was he was just exercising his First Amendment, and then he got arrested, and then he exerted his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Nothing wrong with that. He's supposed to.
Yeah,
he didn't want to answer no questions. He told him that the guy's an idiot for putting the cuffs on him and doing what he did.
Yeah, and that was horrible.
It's crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and finish reading this. C, the attempted conspiracy to commit or complicity to committing of any offense identified in Division A, 2A, B, or C, B of this section.
That's about witnesses, though.
Huh?
So that's talking about if he was a witness.
Right.
All that's irrelevant for this because he did not witness a felony, so it's got nothing to do with. They're getting him because they arrested him and he wouldn't ID.
All right. So are all these together? Okay. All right, I'm just going to go to the next one then. Get rid of that one. So here.
And then I'm posting these in the YouTube chat if people want to follow along.
Okay.
As we go through them.
So resisting arrest. All right. Let me put this up real quick. Yeah, they might have shut down the phones on them. They're probably watching us, bastards.
Yeah, either that or I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody put money on was that first call the free call.
I'm not sure.
No.
I'm pretty sure you said no.
Hold up a second. She's his mother's speaking right now. Say that again.
That was a pay call.
Yeah, that was a pay call. So he could have called back.
Okay, yeah. So it's probably they would shut the phones down, or there might be a long line to get on the phone.
Yeah, it might be a long line because
Yeah.
they arresting people all day long, every
Well, I'll
day.
tell you, the experience I had talking to
But
about 10
he
of
should
these
still be in
officers
county.
today,
Mm-hmm.
they
He
have
should
no
still be in
problem
county,
violating your rights
Yeah,
there.
he is.
If he's in county, then he's only going to get one call out. It seemed like he's in a county holding cell, right? Or
They
he's
have
in an actual jail.
No, they have pods where they have
Back in jail.
they have cell blocks where they let them out in a cell block because that looked like the old ones. Okay, so the old ones is they got the cells and then they release them into this long line and then you got the catwalk. All right, on all levels you got that maybe 20 or 30 cells, and they might be split. They might have them contained to like maybe 5 to 10 people in each thing all the way down, but that's how it rolls. And the what happens is they have a phone right there at the end. So if there's like 20 or 30 cells, there could be 15, 16 people in line easy. So
yeah. See, because ours is like you get arrested at a district, or like you get arrested and you get held in a police station, and then you get sent to a prison if you can't pay the bail, or if you can't post bail after your arraignment. So, but I get it's different in different, I guess, places. So if he's in a jail already, that's like, wow, so yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it changes for sure.
Yeah.
Well, they got him at around 1 o'clock. So, I mean, it's been plenty of time to get him booked in.
Yeah.
And he's definitely booked in. I already seen it. I mean, we've seen the booking sheet just now. So, all right, this one is section 2921.33 resisting arrest. This is one of the House bills that legislation. No person recklessly or by force shall resist or interfere with a lawful arrest of a person or another. No.
But see, he said lawful arrest. See that's the thing. That's gonna they're just lucky that every citizen in America knows they can't actually defend. They know that no matter what, if they have a lawful reason to defend themselves against a law, actually an illegal arrest, they know they're gonna lose it, whether it was a lawful or unlawful. So that's why nobody does it. But for real, we actually are supposed to be able to, but we can't even get the basic simple rights. So so they're a little lucky on that.
But see,
the problem's going to be on this one is that if what we were hearing is true, and the judge signed, so he was talking on the phone earlier, like at the beginning of the chat or the beginning of the live. If the judge had signed a warrant for his arrest, that may make it lawful. I'm not sure.
But no, that would make it law. But they would have to notify. See, I think it's different. If you have a warrant for your arrest, you have to tell a person what they're under arrest for. If you have a warrant for the arrest, but I'm not 100% sure based on my understanding, because like when they did the BS with me, okay, I'm wondering like what the hell is going on. But okay, but when they put me in handcuffs, they're telling me they have a warrant for my arrest. They're not just arresting me, without telling me they have a warrant for my arrest. So if you arrest somebody, you don't tell them you have a warrant for your arrest, how are they going to know it's a lawful arrest or not?
I think there's another issue. I think there's another issue too in the fact that the sergeant arrested him, not the officer who was there first.
Right.
Yeah,
the guy said, put your hands behind your back.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. You got no right to touch me. He was saying stuff like that. So if that, I don't know in Ohio what constitutes lawful arrest. Do they have to say you're under arrest? We got a warrant or something like that to let you know that it's a lawful arrest. That you
No. This is a basic. thing across the board, USC, that they go by when you're put. There's an actual USC on it that actually gives them step by step. And what it is they come up, they tell you to turn around, and they tell you you're under arrest. They put the cuffs on you.
But wait.
Check
But if
you
they
to
tell
make sure
you,
there's nothing on you.
but if they tell you you're under arrest and they state, if they state an illegal or if they say you're under arrest for something,
you have to submit. You have no choice. You have no.
Well, here's the thing. I think what he's trying to say is they do have to have the stipulations met by law to make the arrest legally, meaning they have to have probable cause. They have to have, a warrant. They have to have the stipulations met depending on the circumstances.
With all due respect, hold up, guys. Time out. You guys are forgetting the good faith doctrine, okay? Remember, it's all in good faith. So it doesn't matter what you feel or what we know as a fact, is if this officer tells you in good faith, because that's what gives them their qualified immunity every time, every single damn time, whether they're right or wrong, it don't matter. They can be proven wrong every time. Oh, he did it in good faith, right?
Right, and the fact that a judge signed off on it means that qualified immunity is almost a shoo-in.
You hear that? So let me read.
Yeah, but see, we need to look into that. And I hate I don't want to make this thing long, because I was looking, the judge, I have the affidavit. Sim has it too, but she's not going to disclose it. But, I'll send it to her. I have the affidavit for my arrest. They use YouTube videos and whatever BS, or the incident that they said happened, and they put all that stuff in the arrest. They put it in the sworn affidavit. They had multiple lies in it. The judge doesn't. What does the judge? Does the judge verify the information in the warrant? See, that's the problem, and the judge probably can't because they don't have enough time to. So they go ahead and sign it.
He says it rises to the level of, he's agreeing that you got probable cause. So when a judge is saying it, as opposed to a cop saying it, it's going to be harder to prove that it's summary judgment that qualified immunity should be pierced.
It's harder to beat sovereign immunity from a judge. But, I mean, anyway it goes, they can all be wrong sometimes. And then when they do what they do, they're going to do it. It's what they do.
You got a copy of this? Would you mind coming up and putting this in my chat so we can look at it? If you got a TOEFL,
how would I do it?
Warrants, brother.
Private chat.
No, I'm talking.
You got to email it to them if it's a file.
Come on, guys.
If it's a link.
I don't want things to get confused. With all due respect, Tote for Life is saying, I have I've spent time in Lucas. I have all the copy of the 6 warrants. Okay, if you have that, okay, come on up. Let me put my thing in the chat here again. If you wouldn't mind, come on up and let's put that in private chat, and we'll read them. And because we got all the laws right here, and we can compare what we know. I mean, if the judge is saying so, if the officers are swearing out that they witnessed certain behaviors that rises to this level of this charge, then he's the witness, right? But if the judge is saying, well, we have this, or a grand jury. Okay, sometimes prosecutors can go to a grand jury. Maybe that's where them pocket warrants came in. So that would be another question. If Toe for Life will answer it, I'm gonna let him up here real quick.
I wonder if Toe has the probable cause affidavit for the warrant.
Well, let's ask him. What's going on, brother?
Look, I have all the warrants. I have all 6 of the warrants. They were everything that was issued upon him was issued upon him today.
Whoa!
It was all done of everything that happened today.
You got
all 6 of them. I have it. It's got the complainant signatures on it. It has the officer signatures, everything.
Good job, Toe, my brother.
Doesn't it normally take a day to even get all that crap done?
Man, how do they do that?
How do they get it done that quick? It took a whole day and a half. You don't answer questions.
I'm just going to tell you because I don't know who's watching this. I don't answer questions, but I'm telling you, I have it in my email.
All right, let's.
And-
Can you put them in private chat so I can put them up?
Yeah, I'll drop them in the basement. I'll share my screen if you want.
All right, sounds good to me.
Let me get rid of some of these YouTube tabs I have open.
Say what?
All right, hang on.
What about it?
I'm still waiting
Uh,
for them to come in.
Yeah, I don't. You're gonna have to ask one of the cops. I don't work. I do delivery.
I even got
Sorry about that.
two pictures
You
of
know
the.
what? You know what would make it a lot easier though? If you just put it in private chat. You guys just everybody else just leave it be. I'll just put it up
Well,
on here.
I don't want to put where I don't want where I got this from.
Well, you know how to do that, right? Okay, I got you.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't want where I got this from to
Go-
come.
Do it your way. Do it your way. I just.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just saying. Hold on. Let me.
You know how to drop it in the basement. I got you.
Yeah. Let me move my screens here.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah. Let me mute this for a second. Huh?
So it's 6 of them, huh, Toe?
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah, I never seen. I mean, are you serious? I mean, shoot, you took them a whole day and a
Hang
half
on.
to get mine.
Let me see what Great Lakes' mom says first. Let me
They
see what.
questioned him. Even the feds questioned him.
You're talking about the FBI come and questioned him?
What?
What?
When? Today?
Probably because they had to do with a postal worker.
Yeah, federal service worker made the complaint. That's what they told me today when I called. They said because it was a federal employee.
But the FBI shouldn't do it. It should be the postal police. I
Well,
used to
no,
work for the
because-
post office.
Either that or DHS.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean they do have a
Why would the
jurisdiction
FBI?
on it.
Wait a minute. Did your son tell you that the FBI was there, or did he say Homeland Security?
Even Homeland Security shouldn't be involved. It should just be postal
Let
police.
her answer. I'm asking her, bro. Hold up. Go ahead, hon.
He said that the feds questioned him.
Well, they are all feds, so.
So I don't know, the feds. And they're the ones that have his phone.
Okay.
Oh, that
Well,
sucks.
I don't think it's the FBI per se. It's probably the
Postal
Homeland Security or Postal Service.
It should be the postal police.
Yeah. But Homeland Security might be working it though, because it's
You know they're on my case because they said it was at the police headquarters. They have nothing better to do. To be honest, they're a joke if you ask me.
they are.
Wow, like, are you serious?
That whole thing today was literally. I mean, they were just overextending. That's all it was.
So
you guys
I'm just
remember that?
I'm just
the Great
I'm
Lakes
just-
Water Authority when they said that they're going to take it to the Homeland Security and the FBI is going to investigate us. We're never going to get our phones back. Better not be no porn on there. Started laughing at us and shit. Same
Yeah,
way.
that was. I'll never get over that. To be honest, I felt so. I think I was watching that, and I showed it to my grandma, and I was like, "Look at this, grandma," and I couldn't get over that. And the fact that you can't get a lawyer, stuff like that, really. That's why people don't want to do what we do because it's bull. It's BS.
There's a lawyer out there for me. I know there is. Hey, just to let you guys know, here, I'm going to show you something while he's putting that in the basement. Check it out, guys. I got a response back today from Crumbly. He might be taking my case.
Nice.
Good deal, man.
That would be awesome, man, because this is what it's right up his sleeve,
Mm-hmm.
That's what he does.
Once we start getting really good lawyers and really good support, they're gonna be running like all we need is one auditor to get like completely firmed up, to be almost untouchable. It's over.
I'll be honest with you. One of the reasons that I started activism was because it is so difficult to get lawyers. That's one of the things that bothered me the most.
I'm telling you, man, I had a police officer pull a gun out on me for no reason, and then my dumb behind didn't go to get the body cam footage. Then I called up a couple law firms, and they're just like, they don't want to do nothing. I'm just thinking in my head, like, you should want to get some money from this. The fact, and it wasn't even our main city; it was an outside county, Cheltenham.
Yeah,
I'm just
man.
thinking, are you
doesn't surprise me.
serious? I'm like, you don't want to do this?
Yeah.
Very nice, Willie.
You see that? So you guys can mute that later or whatever, but I don't want to sit there and shake to death anyway. So let me get me off the screen.
Yeah.
Shakur, you like to do two-way stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking of going to media for the Super Sunday open carry.
Oh, you'll be fine out there. I mean, I open carried in Upper Darby, Media, what is it? Springfield Township or whatever. What's the other
Springfield, Upper Darby, Marple.
Yeah, Springfield. It's Media. It's Drexel Hill, all that you'll be fine, because I mean you may get an officer come by, but they're not going to do anything. They may try to ask for your license. Please let them know PA versus Hicks, and please let them know you're outside the city, so you definitely don't have to show it if they do. But other than that, for the most part, you won't get one. But I did get stopped. I was jogging and I had my gun behind my back, open carry, and I had forgot to put it like slightly to 5 o'clock, and that was, it really wasn't an issue, but it was like 6 officers that came today. I didn't get a chance to record it. I didn't because I didn't, I was jogging with my girlfriend at the time, so up in Drexel Hill. So I did get their salaries because they were saying some stupid stuff. They took my picture, so I did a records request. I got their salaries, and I guess I got some information. But it was like I did that like years later because I wasn't really think about it that much. But that was like the only incident. I had a incident out there where I was open carrying at 69th Street, which is outside of Philadelphia, Upper Darby, and the SEPTA police stopped me, and I told him he had no authority to do anything. And I said, if you're wrong, will you apologize? He didn't. I don't think. I think he didn't answer at all. But I'm telling you, 100% wrong. So what happened was I put a complaint on him, but they didn't do it again. And I open carry appendix. I open carry appendix, every position you can do. And I open carry with an AR-15 pistol up there the last time, and they didn't stop me at all. But I put a complaint on him, so that worked. But I don't even think he really got in that much trouble. But I did put the complaint in because I definitely knew what he did was wrong. So it did stop future stops. I can say that.
Wolverine, look in the private chat.
I see it, buddy. Don't worry about it. We're good.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. I mean, if that's, I know that.
Listen. Just tell for public safety to see me in Discord, and I'll show him.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't want to put no hampers on his deal. On Great Lakes shit. I'll wait till Monday until he gets out, and then I'll hand the shit over to him.
No, yeah. I get you, brother. I get you. Well, I mean, if you don't feel comfortable with it, I get.
I mean, if there was a way I could show it to you, I mean, all I have it is an email right now.
You can't put some black and white on it, and like cover up the name.
I don't want to put it. It's not that. I just don't want to put it on live YouTube.
Okay, well, that's fine. Well, yeah, we don't have to do that. Well, I mean, it's new. I mean, we could wait until the situation gets a little bit better. I mean,
yeah.
It took me weeks to get mine. So.
Go to reading your email now.
All right.
Yeah, it took me weeks to get mine.
They're reading your email as we speak, Toe.
That's all right. They'll get over it.
They may not be able to use it, but they need a warrant to use it in court. That doesn't stop them from looking.
Right, but if I put it up here live on YouTube, then they see it.
Yeah, I got you.
What about they? I mean,
So would you guys like to hear the runaround that the law enforcement agencies put us through today?
Well, before we
I hate hearing that type of crap too. All I want to hear is that we straighten them out. That's all I really want to hear coming down nowadays. But we ain't at that point yet.
I just want to get some clarity. Okay, so what? All right, what are we not? All right, as far as the warrant, okay, this is everything that they're claiming that happened there for life.
Yeah.
Right? All right.
Yeah.
And the times and dates, right?
Yeah. All the dates are today.
Question. You decide whether you answer it or not.
Go ahead.
His warrants, were they signed and dated today, yesterday? What each and every one?
No. Everyone was listen here. I'll read part of this to you. You ready?
Yeah.
Complainant being duly sworn states that Great Lakes Audits, I'm not going to dox his name.
No, you don't have to.
Defendant in Toledo, Lucas County, Ohio, on or about April 29th, 2022, did violate ORC 2921.04A, constitutes a charge of intimidation of a victim witness, knowingly intimidate or hinder filing or prosecution of charges in that. And it says filed by Toledo Municipal Court, April 29th at 2 p.m., 2:19 p.m. exactly. And the complainant signatures on here.
I can't wait to see that part.
Yeah.
And sworn and subscribed in my presence this 29th day of April 2022.
Who's the complaining witness?
You want me to tell you? It's the
Yeah.
no. On this one, it's the postal worker.
That's what I'm saying. Can you tell me? Let's go ahead. Who's the complaining witness? That's all public information, brother.
Yeah, her name's Kaylee Keister.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, I have a question though. What is that? Or what is that?
Ohio Revised Code.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys know where that charge came from?
His mom asked where the charge came from.
You want
But
me
it's
to
saying
read,
she made
you
a-
want me
she
to
must have
read,
made a
you want me to
complaint.
read her statement?
Yeah, read her statement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
read that.
As stated by the victim, Katie Keister, the defendant, GLA, did while in the company of Mr. and that's the guy that lives on that street. I'm not going to say his name either. I'm not going to dox him. Harass and intimidate the victim while she attempted to deliver the mail. The victim is a witness in a criminal case where the guy that lives on the street is the defendant. The guy that lives on the street is currently under a no contact order with the victim and was seen having conversations with the defendant before the defendant confronted the victim. This occurred in Toledo, Lucas County, Ohio.
Wow, that's broad as hell. That's broad.
Well, there should be a probable cause affidavit attached to each warrant. That's where you're going to get into the nuts and bolts of
The
how
lies,
that's
the
happened.
nuts and bolts, and the lies.
Yeah, the nuts and the lies, exactly.
No. Do we have that? Because I would like to hear it. Because this is a. See, I actually, and I don't want to go too long, but when I was looking at mine, the way they piece this crap together and try to make a little story is actually it's really a joke. It's really a joke,
bro. It's called gaslighting. All that's gaslighting. Every bit of it. All right. They spin everything. They manipulate. They project, and they twist. They turn, and they make you believe that what you just seen did not happen the way you seen it. It happened the way they seen it. Okay, so they interpret the color purple, gray for the purposes of their good faith. You get it?
Yeah. Even though it's against the verbiage of law to have a different perception than the one that it's written in. I mean,
I just said it because the Supreme Court said it.
Yeah.
If they're acting in good faith, that's all that matters.
That's what turned that upside down. You know,
that's
like
why it's so important.
They're looping their own laws with other ones.
I'm sorry. I'm so excited about this because we really need to get this out. This is why I back Chili. Okay, because even though I don't agree with everything that he says, a lot of the stuff hits the facts of this qualified immunity bullshit in this blue line. And all this money going into their freaking, so we know that BLM and Antifa, they're Antifa, they're all freaking concepts. Okay, they're not real, but these unions are very real. They are very real, and they have so much power in them unions. Those unions have so much power when one can actually shoot. We know for a fact that officers get fired for shooting people but not charged, and a year later they're in another sheriff's county, or they're in another a state police post, or they're in another freaking municipality with the better job and a higher rank.
Yes,
that shit right there. We need to stop that shit, man.
And you know what? They're already affiliated usually with those other agencies, and that's another thing. They're brothering up.
Yes,
these agencies in local areas are brothering up with each other, and they're all working in the same. I was told a few weeks ago by one of the officers that I know is in a brotherhood with multiple agencies
Yeah.
that they don't even have jurisdiction boundaries, which I know is false. I mean, they do,
Hi,
but
Carolina.
they're literally acting in each other's jurisdictions.
Yeah, and they can, you know, and the only, you know, here's another thing. I don't know if you guys ever seen this before, but when we sit here and we speak on what an officer can do, like in like in traffic, for an example, he can write the ticket, and all of a sudden his partner comes up and shows up and testifies in his behalf. How many people have seen that?
Y'all don't even probably haven't even looked into what happened to me.
Oh wow, I've never seen it, but I don't even want see all this stuff just makes me upset. So I don't
They're
even
doing
want
it, guys. They're doing it. Hey, I'm telling you, I was given. Listen to this, because this local. I'm not going to say where. I'm not going to say what. I know. I'll give a little substance. There is a police officer that because there's so many complaints of they keep calling at this certain store because they don't want nobody parking there. They continue to call, and they don't have the backup that they need. They don't have the resources to send them out. So what they're doing is they're giving the freaking people over there blank tickets.
Oh gosh!
And they're filling in the freaking thing, and the things are already signed. All they got to do is put the code in.
That's bullshit.
All right.
Wow.
And I'm setting it up. I'm illegally parking here on purpose, just to let you know. And I'm recording 360 all the way around the truck. So when we don't see that police officer putting that ticket on there, we're going to shut the F up. We're going to take it to court. I'm going to listen to this mother effer testify, and then I'm going to denounce him right on the stage, and we'll put him on the Brady list.
Well, if you all ever want to see what they're doing, they make it public when they put it on these reality TV shows. They're literally showing you that they're acting out of jurisdiction without training. Like you will have a road beat cop doing a narcotics unit investigation on TV right in front of you.
Hey, Wolverine, real quick, and then you guys can go on and on whatever you guys need to talk about. One last thing, and then I'm jumping out of here.
I'm about to jump out.
I also uncovered today that it was the postal worker that called, and she called 3 times to 911. Just saying.
Yeah, you could see it in his live stream. He called her out by name and said she's calling the cops.
Well,
she's calling them again.
I know she called 911 3 times. Just saying.
That needs to turn. When all this is said and done, I hope it works out the way it should, because that needs to end up being an abusive process.
Hey, I'm telling you this right now. I won't put it out there, but can you forward them to me so I can read them?
He's gonna need a good lawyer though. I can tell you that much.
Can you trust? I know that he would trust me with them because he sends everything to me, dude. All right.
He's gonna need a good lawyer though. The way they're trying to spin this.
I promise I won't give out pertinent information. I'll see the same information you're seeing, and I won't.
The only pertinent information would be my email, because it was text to me and I sent them to my email. So it's just send it. But I can email it to you because I put them in my email so I could see them better.
All right, all is well. Just put it to WolverineTransparency@gmail.com. I appreciate it.
I'll send them to you, man. Give me a little bit. I got some things to do.
Yeah,
I'll probably be in the chat. I gotta drop out. I gotta start working. I was on break. All right.
People were coming up. People were leaving. Thanks for coming, Topher.
Look at that.
Well, look at that. I had to hunt you down.
What's up, AJ?
You didn't have to hunt me down. I'm only a phone call away.
Yeah.
Hey, and by the way, put a number that I can get a hold of you at Talk for Life in there, and we'll talk off live. So we'll get a little bit more information on that. I'd like to know more that we will put live on.
Well, if anybody needs to know any of the internal complaint employees in this case, I've got all of that information.
Well, what's good about this is if they keep him locked up for some reason and for an example, if they gave him like a $300,000 bond, right? And they set him up. He said, if he says, "I'll waive my right to a trial and go to the speedy trial right away," and or I want to have a speedy trial, whatever, and decides to do this, I have the live
that he did with that young couple. And I have the tyranny that they committed on them. And I have their testimony as far as what they said in court and how they were strong-armed and bullied and how she lost her job because of the same shit that they were doing, but she looked herself up. All right. This all started when she looked herself up when she was a kid on that system, inside their system.
And real quick, since you brought that up, everybody was thinking that intimidation is a felony, and it's not. It's a misdemeanor 1.
Okay.
It's right here on this paperwork. It says M1.
Okay.
Classification M1, which is the highest misdemeanor, right before a felony, but
yeah,
that's what it is.
Hey, Toe.
Yeah.
Good job on all that today, my brother.
Yeah, I got people in places, bro, in Toledo.
Yes, you do, man. I've been working my butt off trying to get that stuff today to get through the grievances.
I know, and you were talking to Heather, and Heather tried to tell you that I already had it.
Well, no, that was after.
You wasn't listening.
I ran it all the way out to business hours were done, and then I started talking to everybody.
Well, that's why you guys are supposed to get a hold of me.
Yeah, you got to talk to my I almost said something. I should have secretary.
I know. I'll talk to her because I can.
Well, you guys prefer to talk to her anyway because I talk your ear off.
Yeah. Ain't there nothing wrong with that, though. I mean, hey, information is pertinent, guys. I just think that we need to be. This community has so much potential to come together and to use the resources that we have and the tools that we have. We need to come together on this. And the more we get together, the more experience that we have, the more we're going to learn off each other. And the more we're going to teach the community. Trust me, man, there's people watching that normally will say, you guys are bootleg, or you guys are just criminals. You guys are just troublemakers. Well, wait a minute. All he was doing was recording. Does he really deserve that? And then you see these shootings happening. So you're telling me that the African-American brother that just got shot a couple weeks ago in Grand Rapids, the precedent you're trying to set for that is that if you drive with a bad plate in Michigan, it's you get sentenced to death on the spot. Is that what you're saying? Is this the precedent that we're setting here? I mean,
this community is literally the Constitution. They stand behind what the Constitution of this country is written for. It is what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. We are expected to do this. It's our job. It's our civil duty.
There you go, Carolina. Come on up, man. Here, let me put my link in. Come on up. I gotta have you up here. She's an awesome activist. She gets excited and she I like the way she tells them cops, man.
Yes, Carolina's awesome.
She triples down on that sarcasm real good. I love it.
Lord, I really got to dip out if Carolina's coming up here. I've been hiding from Carolina.
This panel's about to get crazy, guys.
Hey, she's worthy of it, though. You better hide.
Yeah. She knows how to get a hold of me, too. I can't hide from her.
For sure.
Oh, you can't hide from any of us, man.
I try sometimes, but people track me down.
I'm just making sure you're still there with me. I muted when I said your name. So yeah, we still got we still got his mom with us, guys. So have some good thoughts for her as she, cause she's really, her son is being tortured right now. Okay. Yeah. For the very simple fact of accountability and transparency. That's all this is. All right. We all seen what I did when I went up in there, and all I did was walk up into a lobby that I'm allowed to be in. All right. And I had my camera on because I don't trust these bitches anyway. Whether I was a journalist or not, I would be recording there anyways after, what I seen them do to Great Lakes Audits, man, Yeah. And and when I looked at that sergeant, I says, that's the reason why we're here, dude. This is why we're doing what we're doing, is because of this tyrannical behavior. And you guys don't understand. They don't know the law, guys.
Well, let me tell you something. Here's the fact. I've got 3 hours of static video that will prove that several of the officers working in the agency where they are holding Great Lakes right now, they committed 2921.22, which is failure to report. They failed to report the assault. I ended up finally getting that to go through, which I pressed a charge of assault on the officer that did the detention. And let's see, I think I have 4 different laws written down that were violated on camera today while I had them.
Wow.
And I cited them all, but they don't care.
Man,
They don't have anybody pressing them.
They're so damn arrogant, man. I mean,
Yeah, I'll share that with whoever wants to do something with it, probably.
You know what? Leave that. Send it to WolverineTransparency@gmail.com. So because when he gets out, all right, that's what I'm going to do.
That's kind of what I was thinking, is if he wanted it, he could utilize it. And I also, we ended up, I mean, I'm sure everybody has this availability, but I'm not sure if everybody caught this or not, but during his live feed, and now it's posted, maybe we've got plenty of recordings of it to back it up. He actually caught the officer admitting under oath, like, he's a sworn officer, so he's under oath. The officer admitted that he did not have a criminal charge at the time of the detention.
See that? That was today, right?
Yeah.
Or
before the arrest. I mean, it was after the detention, so it was already a violation at that point.
Right.
And Great Lakes caught him in it and called it out. And I mean, it's in his video, but we have plenty of.
I think I know what you're talking about. Where he said he was in yelling in the back.
You admitted it.
Yeah, he flat out admitted it. And when an officer admits that, they're under oath, just like if we were in the courtroom after we swore in.
They're not under oath, but they're under a duty. They have a duty to tell the truth at all the times. Okay.
Yeah. Well, they're sworn in.
Yeah, that is part of their oath.
It's part of their oath. They're sworn in.
I get it, but there is a major difference from being sworn in while you're sworn in.
Yes, right. But it does have the same. It's similar in the matter in which we're talking about. Like when they say I agree, or I saw, or I witnessed, or any of that, like, which is what happened on the video. The officer admitted he did what's called admission, which is court admissible evidence. The officer admitted on camera with audio that he did not have a legal detention.
Yeah.
So this won't, I mean, as long as, the attorneys and the judges and everybody does their job, which is the part that we really ought to be worried about. But as long as they do it, then this is going to turn out to be the shoe's going to be on the other foot.
Yeah.
The problem is that they don't, we all have to realize that the reality is that they don't, they're all kind of in cahoots. And
they are. There ain't no kind of about it, brother. You got it.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to be careful what I say,
You don't have to, hey, look, you can't share a half when you got a whole. I mean, the half of the whole is still, if it'll be incomplete. So damn well, when you're telling the truth like that, and it's remember, it's us against them.
Yeah, I'm there, brother. I'm just saying, like I'm still currently involved in a legal matter as well.
I got you. I'm speaking for you, not in the direct.
I appreciate that. Thank you, buddy.
I just want everybody to know, hey, we're all family here, guys. And you see how clean the chat is. You see how everybody is in one of mine and one accord. This is the way we should be. And I was going to let his mom ask the question. What question did you ask about the sergeant, hon?
No, I was saying that it was the sergeant that when the sergeant finally arrived.
Okay.
Aaron asked him that question, and he said that when the sergeant realized that he had admitted that Aaron hadn't done anything wrong, he slammed the door and he never returned.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when he shut the camera down too.
That's when he told him it came over the radio. Remember, hon?
Yep.
Because you're the one that pointed that out to me. You said the sergeant said over the radio to turn his camera off. That is definitely a Bain Act.
Yep. I reported that today too with their internal affairs, but we'll see how far it goes. I'm really pressing it though, because it's definitely against procedural duty.
Well, I'm just going to give you guys a sneak peek in the very near future. The Michigan boys may be posseing up, and I've already got one committed to it. And if he said if I needed help, he would surrender some time to that. And MCC, he's a good guy, and I'm sure that Broken and them other guys will probably join him if that is. I mean, the ride is coming this way anyway, so might as well do it together. And we just go out there and audit the shit out of that freaking postal place.
Yeah.
And go redress her and what she did without. We don't need to. All we need to do is lawfully stand there, calmly speak our piece, and say we want a complaint forms for this specific person, and we want to do it in writing right here, right now, and we want her to know and put her on notice that her tyranny under her code of conduct is just look, let me just put it this way. A does not have to know what C's doing as long as B gets it accomplished. Guess who was B today? She was. She was B. She doesn't have to know C, and she don't have to know A. That's called a conspiracy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, 2 or more parties. Yep.
241, Section 18, 241 is now in full effect, along with the stuff that I'm getting that Toll for Life sending me. I want to prove the conspiracy side of it. And then once we can prove the full conspiracy side of it in the affidavits and prove them and debunk them, right? Then now we're under the color of law and we're putting an 83 on them, all right? And hopefully Chili can get that done. Chili is really good at this shit. I love that brother for that. I've watched him serve 6 lawsuits in the past week. I have not seen one of us do that yet. And I'm proud of them.
Yeah. They're complicated. I've only made it as far as to filing tort you got to beat that short statute of limitations to get the notice for 1983 in. And like in my state, I'm in Indiana, it's only 180 days after an incident. And some of these incidents are so egregious that you're not ready. You don't even know what happened. And plus they hide records from you, so, I mean, it's hard to get that done with, to get that in that 180 day time frame. But that's as far as I've been able to do on my own so far, is just getting the notice of tort. And even that is fairly complicated.
Police officers, if you are watching my stuff right now, and if you care about the community that you live in, I don't care where you're from. I don't care what I don't care what it is. I will keep your full anonymity with me if you give me stuff. And if you care about your community and you want to get rid of corrupt cops and you see it and you're marginalized and you're scared, reach out to us. We will protect you. I promise you, with everything I love, I will do my best to keep your anonymity, and I will make damn sure that your information will never get out there. And we could find, if you're stepping up, I'm sure there's prosecutors that feel the same way. I know a couple personally, but they're scared, okay? Because the DA and their investigators they're acting so arrogant that they know that what their past actions, especially during this state that we've been in, I can't say it on YouTube, but the pandemic and all, there's a state of paranoia going on because of all the tyrannical shit that they've been doing. For an example, I'm sitting in my living room or I'm sitting in my bedroom and a judge is trying to tell me to take my hat off in my bedroom. Okay. On my private thing that's accessible to the public on a private note. I don't give a damn where you're at. I don't give a damn who you are. I told that judge I'm in my bedroom and I'm not taking my hat off. And I don't have to tell you why either. But I do got medical issues. Just in case they try to dope me move and try to tell me that you're interrupting court proceedings and I have to make an example out of you because everybody else don't want to take their hat off now. And now I'm all butthurt. So I'm going to give you 10 days. They can do shit like that, guys. Turn yourself in by 9:00 tonight. They do that shit. I've seen them do it.
Well, did you read that statement that went out from Homeland Security back in, I think it was April? It was a bulletin they put out, and you want to talk about panic? Like this bulletin, I'll send it to you if you maybe I'll throw it in the basement or something. But this thing is all.
What are you talking about? On what issue? And by the way, I Spy, hey brother, yeah, you are right. The Bain Act is California, but it was the precedence was set from prior restraint and all the acts attached to it, my brother. Go look it up. There's tons of acts. But Bain is the one that actually sued off of those and set precedent. Isn't that awesome, guys? They got a precedent for it out there in California called the Bain Act. If you go look that up, they use the prior restraint. Now, Judge Jackson, that was just nominated to the Supreme Court, there is one good thing about her nomination that I like. She talked about prior restraint in one of her studies, and she firmly believes in the power of the press and the people when it comes to the press and the obstruction of government officials trying to stop witnesses or trying to stop a witness being the journalists themselves, because they're witnesses too. They're behind a camera. What do you think they are? They have a recording of what they witnessed. So they're very important, okay? And she elaborated on that. Everything else was garbage, she said. But, same thing with Amy Comey Barrett. She loves the idea of the Second Amendment, right? But when the press asked her, give us the 5 elements, she can only come up with the 3 elements of the 5 elements of the First Amendment. That's nuts. How can you sit on the highest? How can you sit on the highest court in the world, let alone in the free world, in the United States? How can you sit on that highest court and not know the very first law?
Well, what that does is that proves that the standards in government are being held to such a low expectation that a person can achieve that type of level and not even know the very first of laws.
It's crazy.
And really, there is a lot in the First Amendment. If you think about it, it has a lot of elements. It is just 5, but it has a lot of breakdowns within that, and they're the utmost important of all. But I mean, if a person in any level of government cannot remember what the First Amendment entails, they have no business being in government at all.
You shouldn't have been. Hey, she shouldn't have even been in the first 4 positions that got her up there. Okay. If you don't know, let me tell you something. A district court judge should know. And
sure.
Here, let me go a little lower than that. A referee that has the license to be that has a judgmentship. Okay. That's what they call referees here in the state of Michigan. They can sit on a bench. Okay. And literally interpret law and do arraignments, okay, and set bonds, right?
That sounds kangaroo-ish to me.
But you know what? Even they should know the very first.
Yeah, how you gonna do anything in law if you don't know the first utmost important of all the laws in the land? And it does entail all of those things for that purpose. Like, obviously, it's necessary to have created all of the standards off of those 5 elements of the First Amendment. It's necessary for the entire structure to work. I always try to describe to people that that are questioning anything about the legal system, more or less, or like how we're doing what we do and stuff like that. Or what I say is it's like when the procedures are it's like when you buy a piece of furniture from online and it comes in a box. It'll come with an instruction manual. Well, that's the procedures. That's the 14th. So you follow it step by step, and it has to be the right thing. You don't use the 3-inch long bolt where it says to use a screw, the 1-inch screw. When you do that, you screw up the whole piece of furniture.
Yeah, right.
And that's how the law works, with the amendments starting with number 1, and it goes all the way through the whole structure. And if you screw up the first one, the whole thing's going to come apart.
Right. Hey, whoever's on Downer Transparency, please hit that like button and go to Wolverine Transparency. I'm gonna shut that down while we're talking. Thank you very much for being here. I'm not shutting Wolverine Transparency down. I'm just shutting that one down, guys. So I'm gonna remove it from there. Thank you. Same thing.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
Amy Comey Barrett didn't know the 5 freedoms that the First Amendment protects. Are you serious?
Yeah, she did. She can only recite 3 of the 5.
So the 5 are. Let me think now.
Yeah, I'll tell you if you want me to tell you.
Speech, religion, press, assembly, and the right to petition the government.
Redress. No, it's redress. That's redress. So you got freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom to redress, which is redress your government. God, I got mixed up. Okay, freedom of the press, freedom of religion, freedom to redress, freedom of protest, and freedom of speech. There we go.
And
there's a pneumatic device to remind you of them.
And there's an element within that too that is, and it's stated within, it's to be able to be free to be a witness